just a regular week and trying to make it just a regular week, Josh?
Absolutely. Obviously, we know it's a short week. I think everybody knows what we're playing for. Both sides included. It's win or go home. It's the playoffs is what we wanted, what we worked for. Now we got to go out there and play a game on Saturday. So we're coming in here, executing our game plan, trying to practice as hard as we can and make it as game-like as possible. Our scout team's giving us a really good look, so we're just trying to be as prepared as possible for anything that they can throw at us.
Josh, what do you draw on when, obviously, this is a first playoffs for you? What do you draw upon as far as a way to sort of look at as close to whatever similar experience you've had this year, last year, A and B? Are you consulting anybody? Are you able to talk to somebody else who's been this route as a quarterback and get some tips there?
Coach Dable, he's been in the playoffs, many a time. So just kind of relying on what he has to say, trusting what he's telling us. Trying to be as prepared as possible. Like I said, watching as much film as we can, trusting the game plan that Coach puts in. Having a really good week of practice, and going out Saturday trying to execute our game plan. That's really what it comes down to. And we're facing a really good team. So we got to be on. We got to bring our A game. Like I said, it's win or go home. I think everybody knows that, both sides included. So it's what we asked for.
Does the Thanksgiving Day game, the Pittsburgh Sunday night game, are those moments, those big sort of attention moments, can they be something in this for you mentally?
I guess so. Just as far as different types of schedules that we've had to go through. Obviously, Thanksgiving being Thursday, Pittsburgh being Sunday night. Just trying to, get used to switching up the routine like that. And our team's responded very well. Obviously you can see that in how we played those games. But it's a new game. It's a different situation. All the marbles are on the table. So, like I said, we got to go out there, try to win a football game on Saturday.
Knowing that all the marbles are on the table, and you said it, win or go home, there's a heightened sense of pressure to this game as opposed to some other games that maybe you play. You lose one game in November and it's not you're going home. How do you separate the pressure from and knowing what's on the line and try to play as freely as you can?
It's the same game we've been playing since the beginning of the year. Still the game of football. The dimensions are the same. We have the same plays that we've had in all year, and we're not trying to do anything different. Not trying to switch up practice routines. Not trying to be any different. You dance with who brung you. So we got to go out there and execute. That's what it comes down to. So we got to be prepared for this team, the things that they can do on defense. So, like I said, trust the game plan that Coach puts in and go from there.
How would you say this offense has evolved in 2 years under Brian?
I think it's been pretty awesome. Having a guy like Coach Dable, a guy that's extremely open to new ideas, new concepts, trying to utilize all of our talent on the football field, and the rapport that we have, and me going and talking to him, and me trusting him with my whole heart, and him trusting me when he calls a play. So I think we've really been on the same page this last year, and our relationship continues to grow, and it's been fun working with him.
The identity seems to be that there is no identity in a way. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I think our identity is just trying to figure it out. Figure out a way to win the game. We've been in some tight ones that we've pulled through in. We've been in some tight ones that we haven't. So ultimately, that comes down on my shoulders, and we gotta trust whatever he calls and try our best to go out there and execute the way we can.
There was a report yesterday that Cleveland is interested in interviewing him from a head coaching perspective. Obviously, the focus is on the task at hand this week, but when you hear something like that, what kind of emotions do you go through?
I didn't even know that, but we're so focused on the Texans right now, and I'm sure he would tell you the same thing. I'm extremely grateful what he's done for me and how we continue to work together. And if that time comes, that time comes. But for now, we're focused on the Texans.
You joked about, well, I don't know if you joked about it. I wasn't there, but your last trip to Houston, and just you said that you grew from that experience by you felt like you were turning the corner going into that game, and that you also grew from that experience of perspective of being out. Can you reflect back, or do you reflect back on where you were back in mid-October of last year?
Obviously going through that game, there's not it's not great memories. You know, nobody likes getting hurt, but you know, having the opportunity to have Derek and Matt come in and learn from those two guys, it was a blessing in disguise. But having that experience of playing there, you know, seeing familiar stadium, you know, the crowd's going to be hyped up a little more, it being a playoff game, but you know, kind of having a feel for that's some experience that we can take into that game.
Is that really the only, you know, the atmosphere and the crowd, is that really the only thing that you can draw on that from that game, or because this is such a different team from last year, or are there other things game plan wise and what you saw from them that you can take going into this?
Yeah, I mean, going back and looking at our notes from last year, you know, being in the same system that they've had, just going back and watching that film, seeing how they may have played me. Not saying that they're going to do that again, but you know, I feel like I'm a different player from last year, and this is a different offense. So you know, we got to go out there and you know, control what we can control and do us.
What ways would you say you're different?
Just as far as seeing things, seeing defense, trusting the guys around me, not trying to make the big play all the time. And, you know, this is a game that we got to be smart. You know, every possession in the playoffs is extremely critical. You know, and we got to go in understanding that, and you know, hopefully we can try to end every drive with a kick, whether it be a punt or a field goal. So that's the end goal. You know, taking care of the football and moving the chains and trying to score when we can. You know, points are at a premium in the playoffs.
Is that what you were trying to do on that play that you got hurt? Just going for the big play? Maybe
No, it's what the. No, it was a little post route by Kelvin. The play dictated it. The coverage dictated it. You know, he made a good catch, and you know, unfortunate at how I got hit after the throw, but it's football, and so it is what it is.
Other than the fact that this game's Saturday, your normal thing is, you know, Sunday preparation. You do this today. Is there anything else about this week that tells you, that's told you that it's different, that it's playoff week, other than questions about it or knowing that it's coming up? Anything in the, you've used the word routine a lot, so as coach. How about, is there something that you know is not really routine?
I mean, other than, you know, we lose, we go home, and I can tell you this, we got a bunch of guys that play for each other. We want to win. We don't want to go home. You know, and we got a bunch of guys that are willing to fight and fight for each other. So, you know, I love this team and I love this squad, and we're going to try to do everything in our power to go, you know, try to extend our season.
How do you feel you've balanced and matured in terms of balancing having a sense of urgency going into a game, but not getting so overhyped that, you know, you're throwing rocket balls or things like that? How do you feel you've matured through the course of the season where you have that inner calm, but you have the sense of urgency to still make plays?
Again, you know, just trusting the 10 guys that are on the field with me. Understand I don't have to do it by myself, and you know, we've been playing pretty good as of late and taking care of the football, and obviously there's some things that we need to clean up and things that we've seen on film that we want to clean up, and you know, we're working our tails off to fix those things.
You mentioned that you battled that a little bit in New England as recently. How do you manage that, understanding that it's only natural on a heightened stage, that you're probably going to feel different juices going onto the field this time in the year?
You just got to ride it. You know, try to control it as much as you can, and you know, it's okay to be hype at times, and you know, it means that you care. You know, I care a lot about this game and care a lot about this team, and I want to do everything in my power to help us win a football game. But control it as much as possible. Trust the guys around you.
Scored a touchdown in the first quarter in 8 games. Do you think you really need to start faster?
Super fast, yeah. You know, there's a big statistic on the team that scores first. You know, has a larger percent of chance to win the game, and we understand that. I think everybody in the league understands that. So, you know, we go out there and try to score on every drive. You know, it's not like we're going out there trying to find a way to punt the ball, but you know, that's on my shoulders. We got to go. We start faster. Trust the game plan, like I said, and just ride with it. Try to execute.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Do you feel more in a rhythm later in games? Like a lot of people in sports do take some time to get into rhythm. Do you feel that?
I mean, maybe sometimes, but you know, I got to do better finding completions early and trying to find that rhythm. And that's really what it comes down to.
Plus, any playoff win would be. Do you think it might be validating to a certain extent for this team that's grown up under Sean, for this group, yourself, Tremaine, the youngsters, this entire team, to just to get that win?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Yeah, we want to win this game, and they want to win this game. But we're working our tails off right now and ready for a dogfight. On Saturday, it's going to be 4 quarters, and we got to understand that, ride the good and the bad in the game, because we will face some adversity at some point, and just trust and rely on each other.
As a quarterback,
Two more guys.
Yeah, as a quarterback, I know it kind of ties into the question about not being overly hyped or whatever, but do you feel that singular sense that playoff time is when guys at your position really have to elevate, and history shows that they're the ones that are the defining people in these games, even though it's team sport. How do you see that for yourself?
I mean, I don't have to be the best quarterback out there. I got to be the best quarterback for this team and help us win a football game, regardless of the circumstances that may go on during the game. I got to be able to lead this team and try to find a way. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.